Well, hello. Welcome to today's Dashcam Diary with Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. Day number 2 outside the house since I've been sick with pneumonia for the entire month of August. Today is August 20th. I can't tell you. I'd have to look at the calendar. All I know is today is the day. It's Sunday. I'm headed to my cousin's kid's 14th birthday party. I am one of the favorite cousins of cousins. Kids love me. I love kids. I would love to have had kids, but due to my disabilities and also not having the partner to, appropriately produce children with, I'd like to say I've made smart choices in dating, but also terrible choices in dating. And going undiagnosed with being essentially Asperger's on the autism spectrum and ADHD, being undiagnosed my entire life, but recognizing that I was different. I just didn't know how. I was a kid. I actually did grow up trying to read medical encyclopedias, trying to figure out why do I feel different from others. I know that I was just different. And not in a bad way, just different. I could never place it. And it wasn't until I started going to college after I had 9 years of the military service that ultimately disabled me, that I was going through college learning, about forestry. And when I got to the tree diseases part, I really learned how to read research and medical journals, and signing up with my .edu email address, I had full-on access to everything research-wise. So I was very fortunate to learn how to do research and write research and do research myself within the scope of getting a bachelor degree in forestry. I got it at Oregon State University. Educated woman, just haven't been able to use my degree because I'm just too disabled now. The type of work that it requires in order to get a full-time position is temporary jobs, and you have to do, I swear, 5 to 10 years of temporary summer jobs, which are a lot more physically demanding than a permanent job with the government. Now, if I I got 2 summers under my belt, so I got 2 years of experience during college. Well, right, my internship with college in order to graduate, and then I had to find work after I graduated, and I found a job, but it was only a temporary job, and I hit the applications hard, but I was also fighting the VA for VA disability at the same time. I was going through all kinds of medical problems while attending college. I had to have several surgeries while in college, and having to time it during winter break, and times to try and recuperate a little bit so I could actually kind of function. I had a major sinus surgery and then ulnar nerve surgery because I pinched my freaking ulnar nerve during physical training in college. And that's when I really learned about, my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's because of that I really it was because of my ulnar nerve. Seriously, that's how I found out I had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And also learning about my dad's party tricks and, doing all the medical research I was doing for trees on top of humans at the same time. I mean, I don't officially have a dual degree, but I might as well have a dual degree in medical knowledge, research, and my forestry degree, which I really do have a degree for. And then now look at me now, today, disabled, early retired, but still struggle bus. This economy is terrible, and I still want to have my own business. I'm trying to monetize on Facebook. Now I'm an affiliate for livehowyouvant.com. It is a service that provides packages for one of the biggest EDM events in the United States called Electric Daisy Carnival. It's EDC for short. They have EDC all around the world, but the biggest one with the most to see and do in a 3-day festival, non-stop. It is non-stop music all day, all night for 3-4 days straight, and it is pure bliss. And the depression that hits after the festival is over is unreal, because you have the time of your life. It is the most enjoyable thing I have ever experienced in my life. It changed my life forever when I went for the very first time in 2023, and I live the lifestyle partially. I don't do participation in recreational drugs. I have too many medical problems. Anything could go wrong. And I'm trying to live. I'm not trying to end my life any sooner than what my diseases will take me till. I get high on the music. The adrenaline, the endorphins from dancing and the moving, and just the amount of happy chemicals that release during these festivals are amazing. You don't have to take any substance to get high off of it. It's the greatest sobering, fun festival full of music. And I grew up going to concerts. I was actually a heavy metal head. In my teenage years, I listened to metal music. I had my goth emo stage. I dressed preppy one day. I would dress goth the next. I didn't like labels and stereotypes as much as, I was trying to rebel against stereotypes by wearing a variety of clothes and fashion choices every single day. I kind of have grooved into an adult with my own fashion style. Obviously with my funky hair pieces that I wear occasionally in my videos. But it's the days that I do my hair and do fun stuff that I want to do filming for. It catches the eye. It makes people kind of curious when they look at the thumbnail and be like, what's that? What's that? What's this about? Dashcam, Diary of a Disabled? She don't look disabled. I know I don't look disabled. I'm glad I don't look disabled, but it's also a double-edged sword, because then you got people thinking that, I'm faking it all the time, like I'm faking it for attention, and then I'm not, dude. Somebody that has chronic illnesses, it's very hard to change your mindset to try and be a happy person and do things that you want to do, that you enjoy, that you don't have energy for. And it's so easy to just get discouraged and depressed and anxious and introverted, and then don't know how to interact around people because you've isolated for so long, and then you feel even more socially awkward. And then being neurodivergent on top of it, you're like, I've always been one to want to embrace my neurodivergence and embrace my uniqueness. And if somebody's going to point something out at me to try and bully me and tell me that it's not a good thing, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around and do it even more. I love pushing boundaries. I've always been a riding the line kind of person. Like, I could get in trouble for doing something, but I don't see the harm in it. I'm enjoying it, and I gotta get a thrill out of doing things that I probably shouldn't be doing, but I do anyway. That's kind of what I do for my fashion choices. I like to take chances. I like to do, if people are gonna look at me, dude. Look at me. Look at this, very eccentric looking person with this bubbly personality, and tries to make the best out of life no matter how horrible it's thrown at me. And until I tell somebody my story, which I have to be in the right mindset for, and in the right time, place, and setting, and I don't want to trauma dump on people. I've learned that this is the thing. Don't trauma dump on people and try and trauma bond. It's not a good relationship for either person. It's bad news. I've learned this, and I feel like I'm a better person for going through some not so pleasant experiences, but I've learned from them. So that is what life should be all about, in my opinion, is trial and error. You don't know until you try. You don't know. And a lot of people don't want to try things. And people are scared and complacent, uncomfortable. And I like to be comfortable. I need to have downtime. I need to have rest time in between stuff. I have all week during the week to rest between now and next weekend. And next weekend, I'm going out for the first time since I've been sick, out dancing and raving. This weekend was kind of a test run to see if I have the endurance to make it through. I feel like I have pushed myself too much, in all honesty. I have. I'm like an hour and a half late to my cousin's kid's birthday party right now. Just because I have to make sure I take everything with me. I never am in a rush anymore, because every time I rush, accidents happen. Do not rush things. Don't try to rush your life. And with the social media right now, and the state of the country, and the state of the world, and the economy, and just everything that's going on, I take the information in, but I also let it go. Just let it go, because there's not anything that you can do yourself besides control what's in your immediate life. There's nothing you can do about it. And what you're going to do is going to worry yourself to an early grave by worrying and listening and spreading the negative and talking about it and obsessing about it or fixating on it. And it's easy to do, because it's whatever you consume visually, and the majority of the population are all on their phones these days, like sitting in the ER room. Every single person in that ER waiting room to be called back, we're all on their cell phones. And it's a tactic of distraction, for one, because it's not pleasant to be in the emergency department. It's not pleasant while you're there. You are there for a reason. You do not feel good. And so emotions can be very dysregulated in the ED. And I can see how medical staff have to try and protect themselves from patients. And I have also been a very dramatic patient multiple times in my life. Multiple. I've had complete crash outs, 100%. But I have learned from them. And I even, last night, I got home after a long day, and I tried to turn on my TV on. I have to sleep with my TV on. And I gotta have background noise. I think it's part of the ADHD thing. I don't know, the spectrum, maybe. I'm not using it as an excuse, more just of an explanation of, that would explain that, why I got, multitasking capabilities, being able to shut one thing out. You have put on blinders to one thing, or fixate, or not fixate on things. Depends on how enjoyable it is. How much I fixate on something. And I love summer. I'm so bummed that it's almost over, but I really do love fall. I don't like winter and spring. They're just too cold. They're too cold for me. I like summer and fall. I want to go camping so bad. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to invite Sharon, and we need to go to the Ray River camp out. I'm going to end up running into somebody I don't want to run into. I know her and her husband are going to go. We're no longer friends anymore. I'm not going to cause any commotion or anything, but I suppose if she approaches me and tries to talk to me, I will just be eloquent, but I'm not going out of my way, and I'm not going to be near her if I can help it. She is too much of a negative person, and I don't want that in my life anymore. And so, it's unfortunate. I do miss our friendship, but I don't, with the boundary that she has set, it is not something that is negotiable. My pain management is more important to me, to be able to live a life. And, I don't agree with the way she runs certain parts of her own, life, and that's okay. It's not my life to live, so, she can do what she will, but I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. But yeah, I do miss her being supportive. But we are at a point where it is just not going to work. I'm not going to budge, and I'm pretty sure she will never budge. But that's okay. Some people are just not meant to be friends, and I really do appreciate vetting her. I'm not just talking trash. I'm saying some positives as well, because there are many things that she helped me open my mind up to, and she reintroduced me into this scene. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I appreciate the friendship that I had with her, but we are no longer capable of being friends with viewpoints. Seasons and friends come and go, and they are there for a purpose at that moment in time. People come into your lives for a reason, and sometimes you may not know what they are, but then also they teach you things, and you learn things from other people. And so don't ever regret, even if they are toxic friendships or relationships romantically that you've been through. Do not view it all as negative. There's always something positive that you can take away from it and learn from it. But some people just are not. Everybody's capable. Not everybody wants to change their minds. So I'll just leave it at that. Seriousness stuff here. I think I look rather darling today. I am bringing gifts for not only my cousin's 14-year-old's that's birthday party where I'm heading to, but I got things for his younger sister. They absolutely are a joy to be around. Her son is definitely neurodivergent too. He also had he was a very preemie baby. He was their miracle baby. He was their miracle, and their daughter was a complete natural occurrence, and she's on the spectrum as well. But neurodivergent girls are so much more. I don't want to say fun, but they kind of are. Boys are more introverted when they're on the spectrum, and girls are more flamboyant and more out there and just blah 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 blah. But also the blah 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 comes from my mom's side of the family. The talkers, charisma. But also there's, I say these positive things because I'm in a good positive mindset right now. Oops, bicycle person on a pedestrian path. You should be walking your bicycle. I'll get out of my road rage for a second. Don't like people breaking the law, They need to simmer down. All right. So yeah, I come bearing gifts. I'm bringing I Pokemon clips to the birthday party to give to the birthday boy to let him pick out a Pokemon clip. Of course, I don't have the most popular Pokemon in there, as those are my specialists. I'm trying to keep those to sell as well. But also, they are some of my favorite Pokemon. But I'm not even that much of a Pokemon person. It is what it is. But I can see the appeal. And plus, they are hard to get, the Pokemon cards. Unless you can. I mean, you can order them off the website too, as well. But I think it's the thrill of it is trying to find it at the right time at the kiosks in the store. I think it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen, and it's kind of fun. More money I don't need to be blowing right now. I'm broke again. I just got paid this week, and I am broke for the next week and a half. I have enough for one more tank of gas and my dog grooming appointment. I don't even know how much the dog grooming appointment is. I honestly should cancel it, but my dog does need pampering, so poor thing. I wish I could have brought her. And I didn't notice in my last, I don't know how many thumbnails, all the stuff in the back of my car all the time. When I'm recording, I always have so much stuff in the back. It's freaking hilarious to me. I'm just like, I look like such a slob. I'm living out of my car, it looks like. But I'm not ready to go. This is all my camp gear. The only thing I would need to do is a full-on cooler full of food and drinks. And I'm ready to camp right now. I could drive out of town and go find a campsite and just go camp out for the night, which I really would love to go do. But I do have other responsibilities I need to get done during the week, and I do need to get rest. But I am planning the camp trip soon. I gotta camp. I gotta go camping. I gotta fix my trailer too. I gotta fix my freaking. I need another lane too. Damn. There's a lot of traffic downtown Salem today. I took off my inappropriate bracelets too. I put on more kid-friendly ones, so in case I give, depending on how many kids are still at the birthday party, I might give out bracelets to the kids. I'm not getting my Pokemon clips. That's special for the one kid's birthday. Because it's part of my business. I gotta sell some of this stuff. Which I haven't bought any of those Pokemon figures in forever. But let me go over one more lane, let me go over. Turn signal on, and the line is too long. I don't like cutting in front of everybody, but I do need over. Somebody please let me over. Please let me over. Somebody please let me over. This person right here. Can I please get in? Thank you. Let me wave at the window. Thank you. Alright. Shoot. Get a little light. It was just a bad transition right before the intersection. But I did it safely. I made it. It didn't turn right on me either. It's always I hate trying to get over the freaking West Salem Bridge. That is the stupidest thing, that we only have one flipping bridge over the Willamette River right here from one part of Salem to the other. They need to build another bridge. There's only one. It's ridiculous. But also that's why, West Salem houses are cheaper, because it's separate from the rest of Salem. But they have some nice big houses out in West Salem Hills. So they're not necessarily all cheaper, but comparatively to the other parts of Salem, Spirit Halloween store. Can't believe all the Halloween stuff's out. Actually, I can. I mean, it's August. Oh man, my stomach grumbling. I thought I ate enough dang yogurt today. Hopefully Glenn has something gluten-free I can eat. Anyway, Excited to see my family. Yesterday was a great day too. Just doing a quick little update. Yesterday was amazing because I had my friend from down in Eugene area, like way the heck off Highway 126 out in the woods. He drove all the way up to Salem. He was late as all get out. But he got to play some music. And so I got some cuts yesterday. I'm going to do some editing and post some of his stuff up on one of my other channels. I will link it in the description if I remember. If you guys want to check it out. I went to Candy and Bass at Bush Park in Salem. They do it once a month to make bracelets. They have DJs set up and play. So we have music, bass music typically, and then we have they have like refreshments, they have snacks, and they provide all the beats too. You don't have to bring any of your own stuff. I brought, of course, all of my things as much as I wanted. And then I ended up didn't make anything yesterday. I ended up just BSing the whole time. I guess my uncle was talking trash about it to my mom. I was saying that we didn't even make anything. Well, he said he wasn't even going to make anything anyways because his hands were hurting. So he just was going to sit there anyway and just people watch. But yeah, they are awesome people to get to know. I'm glad that I took my uncle. I brought my uncle along with me yesterday. I took him to the music and the bead making. He made the majority of these ones on the, not the cuffs, but the ones from the top part of the wrist down. He's been like really going at it. He's been bored, so he's been making a lot of bead stuff. I need to give him some more plain beads to use too, so I'm gonna hook him up with that. I didn't leave him any yesterday. I should have, but since his hands have been acting up, he needs a break anyways. So anyways, we went from there down to Corvallis to hang out with my Call of Duty friend, and he cooked us tri-tip and we watched Half Baked. It was fun to watch my uncle laugh a whole bunch. And I'm glad that my uncle had a unique experience at the park yesterday. Saying there's definitely weird people. But I introduced him to everybody that came up and talked to me and my couple friends. Also, one of my Ray family members was there. She, I got to catch up some gossip with her here at the tea. I got to see my friend DJ for the first time. I've known him for like 2-3 years online, but I haven't met him in person until yesterday. And since he drove all the way up from Eugene and stuff, it was so cool to get to know him in person. I love his vibe in real life. I think it's cool. As far as any kind of like anything other than that, I don't know. Time will tell. But he's not a bad-looking guy. Dating's not on my mind right now, so it's neither here nor there. I like getting to know the dude. I'm going to be his hype girl. I get to hear unreleased tracks all the time. He's being the whole new DJ producer guy, trying to impress me. I think, I don't know, but that's what DJs are like. That they're like, I'm a DJ. They always like to tell you that they're a DJ. They're like, I'm a DJ. I don't always just come out and brag and be like, I'm a content creator. I have like 3,000 followers, on this platform, 1,000 over here, only a few hundred over there, but yeah. Just like people with CrossFit, there's a meme about CrossFitters, they're like, I do CrossFit. Like, yeah, I'm a CrossFit guy. How many rope things can you do? How long can you do the lunge, kettlebell, lift? Like, there's definitely stereotypes to these things. So it's just funny. The DJ will always tell you that they're DJ, though. They like to brag, and talk about how much they end up using in beats per minute, this equipment versus that equipment. I'm like, all right. I mean, I suppose I don't mind learning, but like, I'm just not really interested right now about it. I want to focus on my own business and stuff. So anyways, I'll be adding my affiliate stuff for the livehowyouvantedm.com. Well, it's livehowyouvant.com, but there's Live How You Want EDM on Facebook. So if you want to check that out, head over to Facebook and see Live How You Want. And they are just promoting packages for EDC Orlando in November. And then EDC 2027 in May of 27. So I will be adding those to a lot of my stuff. I'm doing the shorts and maybe some long form content. I might throw some stuff in there. So anyways, thank you so much for joining my dash cam. It's a little bit longer one today, but I do need to get the address into the park and pull over and get that put in so I'm not missing my turn. So anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like my video, leave a comment down below, if you can, do one of the plur hearts. Let me know you made it to the end. That'd be cool. I want to know who listens to me all the way. I want to get to know you guys. So I love my community. I just don't know you. You guys know whatever you do about me from however many videos you have and haven't watched. So anyway, thank you all. I love you, and just be kind. You don't know what kind of day somebody's going through. All right? Peace out.